What's going on, Micro Militia? Micro here, and today we are continuing along our sleep token journey. So today we have Fall For Me. It's a really short song. I just noticed it's about a 2.5-minute song, even less. It's a proper actual music video again, so that's something different. And that is following The Love You Want, which had a really cool music video. Very clean, very aesthetic. I saw this one just when I started the video and then paused it. I just saw a hand. It looked really clean, like in a desert or something. So that's gonna be really cool. Short song. Maybe we're gonna go a little harder with this one. It seems like this album, and for a while now, there hasn't been any like real screaming like at the forefront, and there hasn't been really like nothing really like super duper harsh vocal wise. So let's see, maybe this is it. It's called Fall For Me, so maybe I doubt it. It seems more sentimental, which it seems to be like what this album is, a little more sentimental, and then they add in rock, metal, progressive instrumentals. But yeah, let's see what it's all about. But before we do hop into it, guys, feel free to drop the hot thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Go ahead and leave some comments down below too in that comment section. I love talking to you guys down there. Otherwise, let's just hop into it.
In a city of ice, there are burning cathedrals, turning the skies into glass. And through echoing futures are the buckling sutures that
hard lesson.
offset the wounds of the past. So won't you fall for me?
Truth's a bitch.
Won't you fall for me? Through a fractured existence, won't you fall for me? Won't you fall for me? From reality to the rhythm of eternity, won't you fall for me?
I am. Okay, before we hit the drop here, interesting. There's like inspirational like quote type things on the screen. That's something I never thought I would say or think I would see. And also there's a guy in a desert. Let's kind of see where this music video goes. But in terms of the vocals, so far it's been all a cappella, not a single instrument, just the voice. Layered many times on top of each other, as well as there's layers that have electronics on them, of course. Not just auto-tune, but like sound like a robot, like Daft Punk style. But it's very not clean. I mean, it is clean, but it's not like I mean, it's very digitized, but it sounds really cool. It's very still very melodic, and you could still hear that. You could still hear the tone of his voice through all of that processing. So that's an impressive feat right there. All right, let's go back.
To the rhythm of eternity, won't you fall for me?
I am.
I
said God? Was that God?
Like lions in the den, and I feel like I'm losing touch with what I am again. Slowly I remember why
I want to live. Wow, okay.
That I never think of you and all this.
So do you. Aw, that's beautiful.
So won't you fall for me? Won't you fall for me? Through a fractured existence, won't you fall?
Ain't we all, brother?
Won't you fall for me? From reality to the rhythm of eternity, won't you fall for me? Won't you fall for me? Won't you fall for me? With my love as your garden, won't you fall for me? Won't you fall for me? From reality, I am yours in the end, so won't you fall for me?
So if you can't tell, it kind of got me a little bit. Oh, goodness. So I'm recording this first thing in the morning. I woke up. It's the first thing I'm doing today. And I didn't expect that, huh? To be honest, I'm kind of surprised it didn't happen earlier. I cry very easily, especially with emotional music, that sort of stuff. That song just, I don't know, just made me emotional. That was a rare time where kind of the visuals, the music, the lyrics, it all kind of just came together. Wow, I got to pull it together. Holy shit. I'm over here crying like a fool and stuff. All right, so yeah, I really like that song. No instruments whatsoever. That is a completely a cappella song. All vocals. Just continue with the layered vocals. It was very pretty. The lyrics, I was looking at the lyrics every now and then, but I wasn't really following along with them. But I think the lyrics were a big part of it. And not only that, just the not lyrics, but the words he had coming up on the screen. It's very clear. Again, with all of Vessel's work, it's about hardship, depression, not wanting to live anymore. But him saying he wants to live. That one was like I think it was pretty clear what that song was. That was about Vessel saying he's been there too. He's suffered depression. He's wanted to take his own life. And this is kind of, he used this song as an outlet, or like a, kind of like a, hey, I've been there. You're going to get through it. We've all been through it. You're not alone. Many, many people have those feelings. And yeah, it was just beautiful. It was beautiful. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I can relate, because I haven't. I've never really been depressed like that. Everyone gets depressed. Everyone gets sad, of course, but I've never been to that point. I have a really strong grasp of my mental. Of course, bad things happen, but that's something I can never even think of, is doing that to myself. So I cannot relate to the song at all, but I know a lot of people can. And I know if you do feel like that, it can feel impossible to get out for some people. And I do sympathize and empathize with that. So it was a beautiful song. It definitely was. I think no matter my personal philosophy, and I do know there are extenuating circumstances and other things, chemical imbalances that people suffer from. But I think for the most part, by and large, depression that people feel in this day and age can be overcome so easily just by doing things, physical activity, mental activity, just ignoring the hate that's online. I mean, everyone knows that the internet can be just an innately hateful place. So in today's day and age, people find it hard to escape because it's always in your pocket. The hate's always in your pocket. Well, guess what? You don't need to engage in it. So it is what it is. That's kind of my philosophy. You do you, man. You do you. Let people do them. Don't hurt nobody. We're all just chilling. You know what I'm saying? All right. So musically, not much to break down. Again, it was just layered vocals. It was very beautiful. The video with the guy kind of walking out into the ocean. I've seen that used a few times, that imagery of suicide with the ocean. It's kind of maybe because the ocean is so vast and infinite, it seems to the human eye that if you're walking in there to be swallowed, it kind of is the perfect representation for suicide. You're giving yourself back to the planet, and then you're just, being lost in that abyss of the ocean. So that was a good video. Again, those words popping up on the screen kind of, I think, are what got me, along with me catching the lyrics. Speaking of the lyrics, let's go ahead and hop into the lyrics. So in a city of ice, there are burning cathedrals, turning the skies into glass, and though echoing futures are the buckling sutures that hold shut the wounds of the past. So very opposite imagery there. You have a city of ice, but burning cathedrals. So the cathedrals, the churches, the places of worship are burning in a city of ice. So obviously that's not good for a city of ice. Flames, it's going to melt the city. Turning skies into glass. That's a very pretty imagery. I'm not sure what it means. And the echoing futures are the buckling sutures that hold shut the wounds of the past. So the future is what's going to stitch up. Time heals all. So won't you fall for me, though a fractured existence, won't you fall for me? Won't you fall for me from reality to the rhythm of eternity? Won't you fall for me? Interesting that the song is called Fall For Me. First of all, since I'm getting suicide vibes, not love story vibes from this. And then here we have Won't You Fall For Me, asking someone to fall for him. Though a fractured existence, this guy's broken. Won't you fall for me? From reality to the rhythm of eternity, won't you fall for me? So again, he's like, won't you stay with me forever? Won't you fall for me? Very, very strange. Very strange. Because that's not what I thought the lyrics were gonna, how they were gonna go. My insecurities surround me like lions in the den. Okay, that's nice. There, he's kind of surrounded. He's kind of backed up into a corner with his insecurities. And I feel like I'm losing touch with what I am again. And slowly I remember why I cannot pretend that I never think of you. And all this screaming silence. Okay, so it's clear that Vessel has some problems in his life, to say the least, with depression and stuff. But more specifically, and this is really what people don't understand, human beings in general tend to not understand, and I wish I could just grab people by the collar of their shirt and just give them a good old smacking. Because Vessel, and I hope this isn't like an inadvertent or an involuntary connection he's making with this person or people in his life. Hopefully it's not a relationship. So when he's saying my insecurities surround me and like lions in the den, like that suck. You know, you hate to be insecure about stuff and people make fun of you for it. But I mean, that's how we grow as human beings. I mean, it is what it is. And I feel like I'm losing touch with you again. Slowly remember why I cannot pretend that I think of you, all the streaming sites. So he's referencing a person. And what I'm getting at here is I really hope Vessel isn't this sad and depressed and hopeless over a relationship or a person that it ended amicably or mutually or whatever the case is. Like, I hope it's not a partner that he broke up with. Like, maybe he loved that partner, but hey, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Well, I hope it's not the alternative either, is where like he had a wife that died or something like that, something catastrophic. I hope it's not that either. But if you're just tripping over someone because, or maybe he's gay, I don't know. But if you're just tripping over a person, an ex-partner or something, that's something you just got to suck the fuck up and just deal with it. Like, I hate to put it that way, but if it's not like death, something catastrophic where you can't just move on immediately, yeah, I think a lot of people just need to hear that. There's billions of people on this planet. You'll be fine. So, oh God, I wish you were here. So won't you fall for me? So, oh God, I wish you were here. That kind of makes me think it's catastrophe, which, kind of sucks. I mean, life's going to happen. You can't prevent catastrophes. All you can do is discipline yourself and be prepared when the time comes. That's all. That's literally all you can do. Life's going to throw shit at you. So won't you fall for me? Won't you fall for... Okay, we go through the chorus again. And then we end with a double chorus. It's the exact same lyrics. It's the chorus repeated twice. You know, I thought it was a 2.5 minute song. I saw all these lyrics and I said, damn, you're going to fit all these lyrics in there. It makes sense. There's the Won't You Fall For Me stanza is in there 3 times. There's only the intro and then the middle bit that has lyrics. So barely any lyrics. And again, interesting that it's called Fall For Me. I did not get relationship, Won't You Fall For Me sort of. This is kind of feeling like losing a lover. But again, the song got me. This is the first song on the channel that made me cry. And I know for a fact it's going to happen again. I cry very easily with really pretty emotional music. But it was a great song, 2.5 minutes. And that was all it took. That was all it took to hit my feels. All right. So anyways, guys, thank you so much once again for tuning in. Let me know what you guys thought of the song down below. Did it get you like it got me the first time you heard it? Or am I kind of alone on that one? And then also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well if you like my style or if you just want to see me react to the rest of Sleep Token's discography. We're going through every song in order. And with that being said, guys, thank you once again so much for tuning into the video. And I will catch y'all all on the next one. At ease, Micro Militia.